Ladies and gentlemen, I am Yisrael, and welcome once again to Clinging On. In this time of festive goodwill and peace to all men. Doesn't that just make you want to vomit? It turns out playing PlanetSide 2 is a good way to generate enough rage to do one of these episodes.
If Loris and Karakan have been unable to contact the Dominion, perhaps we can do it for them. I have authorization to send someone to the Gamma Quadrant to seek out the Dominion and persuade them to help us with the Jem'Hadar occupying DS9. I want you to be that representative. Karakan's ships are guarding the wormhole, so access is limited. A small craft like a shuttle or fighter might be able to slip through the blockade, so leave your starship here at Bajor. I've been told one of your Empire's best shuttle pilots is here. Vishka comes highly recommended, and I suggest that you bring her along. The war is over, but Loris and Karakan won't believe that unless they hear it from someone they trust.
You'd think they'd have gone back through the wormhole and checked it themselves, wouldn't you? Vishka's probably just an intelligence plant. Oh well, I'm sure we could arrange for an unfortunate accident. Yeah, very well. Ship selection. Select your ship. Are you telling me I have left the keys to my Raptor with some Bajoran? Ugh. Very well. Since it seems I have no choice in the matter, let us beam up and get off this peaceful, wretched planet. Wait a second, didn't I hit select? Ugh! Let's try this again. Note to self. Remember to flush said transporter operator out of the first convenient airlock. Or better yet, 3 airlocks simultaneously. Now, ship selection. Let's do it properly this time. Dooby-dooby-doo. Right. Select your ship. Select shuttlecraft. Ready starship. Set. Right then. Beam up. Yes. What do you want to bet? It does it again! Ugh. Very well. Looks like we're taking the Raptor away from Bajor. I suppose at least this means it will stay in Clingin hands. Those Federation lackwits would probably clean the bloodstains out of the deck plate. They probably restock the replicators with fresh vegetables. And Lord knows what else. Now then, Deep Space Nine. Bring the helm about. While we're at it, let's just see if there's anything... Ah, yes! A few customs inspections, I think. After all, such things have to be dealt with. Order must be maintained. Proper law must be enforced. What else do we have? Industrial replicators, friendship credits. Yes, given how much cash I'm going through. A few Ferengi. How much trouble could they be, I wonder? And why not? Let's go pay the humans a visit. I'll remind them who really runs this sector of the galaxy. Other than that, we can grub around in the dirt, which doesn't really hold my interest, except for the fact that it's got marauding XP attached to it, and it'll let me get the scientists off the ship. With a bit of luck, some of them might not even come back. Can but hope. With that taken care of, let us begin. Deep Space Nine. There's a fleet here. That will not save them. We took your whole fleet on last time with one Raptor. What do you think we're going to do to you with one shuttlecraft? Apparently nothing. Still, at least the full might of the KDF is here. Come on, you little cloned numpties. Let's see what you can do. Except possibly die. You're facing proper Klingon warriors now, not some weak-blooded Federation lackwits. As much as I would like to get piled into that dreadnought, it's going to have to wait.
Ship is under attack.
They call themselves fighters. Yes, that'll do. Apparently they're so stupid that they don't even notice their sensors have stopped working at all. Ah, there we go. Finally some proper...
Ship is under attack.
Although I have no idea why the workbees are headbutting the station. I suppose it's because Mark's been keen to do that. Not really. I think I may have scratched the paper. Did he just try to ram? A Jem'Hadar with a spine. We had to kill him. Oh well. It's a shame, but if they weren't drug-addicted slaves as opposed to proper warriors, there'd be hope for the Jem'Hadar. They would be worthy allies of the Empire. But they are, so they aren't, so they can just die like everyone else. Next. It's funny really, you think one would have the sense to get all to say, hey guys, while you were busy fucking around with their fleet, there is a whole problem with the sensors going on over here. But apparently not, so I suppose we should be grateful. You weren't expecting that, were you? Good. Alpha. Right. Back here. Thank you. An attempt to ram, he missed horribly. So they can get good night. Right, and while we're waiting, do actually need to very quickly patch things up before the situation gets any worse. So, which bridge officer? School? Nope, he's useless. What about Kerbal, Powder, Shields, Blusset? Oh, all my repair abilities on tier 2. Welcome aboard the crew. Diddly dum aspida. Skills. Excellent. Of course, having solved that, now we're back at 100% anyway, so why did I bother? Well, it doesn't really matter. Oh yes, the is full, isn't it? What to throw, what to throw, what to throw. Tribble. Why do I have tribbles on this shuttlecraft? Is there something my crew has not been telling me? Purge them all, purge them with flame. Or at least purge them with the discard button. It matters not. The end result's about the same. Right, I've actually got some inventory space left, so get rid of that and get back to business. Disable cluster. Finally, proper shower.
Gemini ship is on the intercept course. Shields and weapons are core captain and ready to start an attack.
Then why didn't you? So what's that? Who cares? Take it down. Let us see if your helmet can match a proper Clingin warrior. I did not think so. You can't even explode properly, we're still here. Maybe they're not worth joining up with the Empire after all. Exterminate them all, or just reduce them to Jagpui. Maybe his face of fire. Oh, she's an Orion! She really must be a plant. Bah.
Setting a course with a wormhole now.
Gas masks on everybody. Let's see if anyone sees a prophet
We'll
while
be
we're on
halfway
the
to the
way
Gamma
here.
Quadrant before the Gemini know what happened.
We're going to give them a solid slap.
Impressive, isn't it? This is my first trip into the wormhole, sir. I've heard it's a place of great wonders, and even greater dangers. Captain Curlin says there's a traitor in the Idran system who knows how to contact the Dominion. If we can get her assistance, we should be able to complete our mission quickly. However, Curlin says Farrick's help comes at a high price. We must be ready. Once we're out of the wormhole, we should start searching for Farrick's vessel.
The Gamma Quadrant, ladies and gentlemen, home to the Dominion, the only foe to give the Empire a decent run for its money in the last 100 years. Strange, really. You'd think there'd be more here. A customs presence, a border checkpoint, a small fleet of warships. Apparently not. Humph. Well, let's go find this beacon.
I'm picking up a ship on long-range sensors, Captain. The configuration matches Farrick's ship, sir, but I'm detecting damage to several systems. There's no response to a hail, sir, but her communications array might be damaged. Setting a course to the ship's coordinates now.
The reason you're not getting a response, lady, is because that was the replicator panel you were playing with. You better not have messed with the Raptorgino recipe. Great, space bacteria. Well, not the first time we've dealt with those. They're not even good hunting either. You can't skin them. Nothing you can use. Oh, let's get this shit down and be done with it. Having to deal with some trader makes my skin crawl. Better luck, the shield's about to go down. Well, the shield's down, but I don't know why we had to see that starfield. Who cares? Let's roll on in, see what we get. The Kranich. Please let this be an honest human trader. At least someone who isn't going to... damn it. This day just gets better and better. A Ferengi. A female Ferengi.
I can hear profit in the wind, and the wind is blowing.
Alright, who had the 3-day-old Gark for dinner? Fess up!
You want it? I've got it.
Are you Ferric? Well, that's what it says on the name badge.
That's me, the best trader.
Oh, shut
Time
up.
is money.
Yes, and
I'll
you
give
can't
it to you
afford it.
straight. Intel about the Dominion is hard to acquire, and therefore extremely valuable. You don't have a cargo hold big enough for all the latinum I'd want in exchange for the data, but I'm willing to consider an alternative method of payment. So, here's the deal.
Bah. Errands for a Ferengi. My stomach is already turning. However, there is no choice, it must be done. With a bit of luck, we'll get to kill her afterwards. Might do it anyway, after all, we could just say, you know what, we'll find the Dominions somehow. I'm sure we can borrow a few Federation star charts. They must have a record where they dumped that changeling of theirs. But, no, we are apparently going to have to play the errand boy, toddling around like some Jegpo mechanic. Excellent. What the places is that? Right.
Can't you move any faster? My repairs are almost done, but my cargo hold is empty.
We move at our time, Ferengi, not yours. Now then, how do we do this? Active satellites, deactivate and then use a magnetic wave. Alright, let's try this again. Why we can't just blow it to pieces and come up with debris, I don't know. Right, deactivate battery. Good. And then I believe it was a magnetic wave pulse. Excellent. Unfortunately, we now have to rinse and repeat well, 3 times. 4 in total. Time was back in the good old days of the Empire. You didn't have to barter with Ferengi. You held them at phaser point and introduced them to Mr. Batleth until they agreed to see your point of view on the pricing. Time was you could have a good, honest war with the Federation. Time was you didn't have to deal with miniature space squid if you somehow got it wrong. Right, secure from impulse. Stand by to deactivate. What do we have? Active sensors. Ionic power core and then deactivate batteries. Fine. Excellent. 2 down, 2 to go, and with a bit of luck I can keep my lunch down. Dum diddly dum. Still, it's a very pretty cluster of asteroids. Right, spatial anomalies sighted. No, that isn't what we want at all. No doubt there's some weak-willed, spineless Orion who'd take an interest in such things. But frankly, if it doesn't blow up, I don't care. Right, number 3, brakes. There we go. That is how you fly a shuttlecraft, ladies and gentlemen. Don't know why they needed to send that Orion along. Active satellite. Quickly glance at it. Quantum scan and then remove the power core. Beep, boop, beep. There we go. Of course it was successful. I'm running things. What did you expect? If it was glorious battle, it looks as though you're going to be very disappointed with this mission. As am I. As am I. And here we are, final satellite. Deactivate. What have we got? Active satellite. So that was, of course, a quantum scan. And then the final bit of technobabble, and we are done playing engineer. Excellent. Ah, and we got an accolade. Terrific. A badge of shame that we did not extract this information in the proper fashion of the Empire. However, let's see if this Orion pilot they sent can handle a little high-speed rock running. Apparently she can. I suppose I probably ought to actually get back onto the mission though. Are those? No. Good. Right. Rendezvous with a Kranich. Hopefully she'll honour her end of the deal. Although to be perfectly frank, it's a Ferengi, let's be honest. If we can mine up all the entrances to this rock, we would. Unfortunately, I don't have that option, so we're just going to have to prepare for the sudden yet somehow inevitable betrayal. Right.
You want it? I've got it. That's great. Nice doing business with you. I'll just verify the transport and then I'll contact my friend. Quick! Cut the comm! Jump to warp! What do you mean we don't have warp drive yet? Get it going! Now!
We're in the middle of an asteroid, you silly, silly Ferengi. The only thing jumping to warp in here will get you is an insurance bill for the paint. And probably the rock as well.
Wait, can they still hear me?
Oh, yes.
You know the funny thing about resonance pulses? They drive the swarmers crazy.
I can't help but think that something is a little bit bugged. And what do you mean we won't be able to engage? Oh, never mind. Actually, it's not so bad. I've been looking for this to kill something. Alright. Disentangle the front from the... This is why I don't let Orions drive. Expert pilot. Bah. Just an intelligence plant and we all know it now. Why is... There we go. Right. The sensible thing to do at this point would be to find somebody with a torpedo spread handy. Oh, sorry. That would have been the sensible thing to do. Then, Raptor, you can have your fun, and we will go and get after that honourless, spineless worm of a Ferengi. When I catch up with her, there is not going to be enough left to vacuum compress into discs. I will remove various tender parts of her bank balance. Ugh. And it looks like the Jem'Hadar have saved me the trouble. Well, I suppose I should be grateful. Marginally.
Farek's ship has life support and engines, sir, but that's about it. Shields are failing, and she only has limited weapons. The lead Jem'Hadar vessel is hailing us, sir. Putting it on screen now.
Terrific.
Ah, so the representatives of the Alpha Quadrant finally make their way to seek aid from the Dominion. We have been expecting you. According to our information, you're having a slight occupation problem on Deep Space Nine.
That's one way to put it.
I might be able to assist you with that problem if you have come here in friendship. And as we all know, friends help one another.
Who do you want
You can
dead?
start by destroying this nuisance and her ship.
Is that all?
She has
Excellent.
intruded into the Gamma Quadrant without permission and is conducting unauthorized salvage operations in our space. The penalty for this is clear. By all rights, we should execute you as well. But I am willing to overlook your involvement this time. So, as the Ferengi would say, do we have a deal?
Shoot a Ferengi who has just tried to get me killed. Why does he even have to ask?
We
Not here
are
for a
still
thing.
friends, right?
Yeah.
I'm in a bit of a... Hey! Watch where you're pointing those weapons. You know I can't fight you. I'm no warrior. I'm a worm. You don't want to kill a worm, do you? Be a pal. Let me go.
My only regret is that we couldn't board her and drag her back to Kronos. We do very unpleasant things to Ferengi who get above themselves on Kronos.
Excellent! Now I see the type of officer you are. This could be the start of a mutually beneficial partnership. I will return to the Alpha Quadrant with you, and render whatever assistance I can. There is a price, though. For more than 30 years, Starfleet has held one of the Founders as a prisoner of war. Imagine the hubris it takes to contain a god. The arrogance. When the Founder is returned to me, you will have the Dominion's complete cooperation, and my guarantee that Karukan and his fleet will not trouble Deep Space Nine again.
The Starfleet imprisoned a god. Well, you should be grateful she didn't wind up in Klingons. We killed ours. Right. However, if we have to return one miserable shapeshifter to you, well, I suppose it's worth a trade. Although it sounds as though I'm going to have to put up with your crawling for the next few episodes, doesn't it? Bah. A small price to pay, I suppose. Let's head back to Bajor. With a bit of luck I can get there without having to deal with any cooked food. Again. Right. Akemi, where are you? Excellent, so we have new shuttle engine, or improved impulse drives, or a new deflector, and those are a set, so... haven't upgraded the deflector in a bit, so let's go with that.
Congratulations, General.
And a promotion. The home stretch is in sight, but that will have to wait for another episode. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Yusril. That has been Clingin On. And if I can get through the next week without killing a Vorta,
the Federation Council has
it will be... Oh,
authorized the
go away. Wait your turn. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, farewell.